This is my Mother's Day album that I created. And my daughter is going to help me put my first video on YouTube. Alright, it's huge, as you can see. I never know when to stop. I took the front cover of some hardback books and created the cover, the back and front cover, so that it's very sturdy. It is not going to, it's not flimsy. It is very sturdy and strong. The little bird cage has a bird in it. I got the cross from a craft store. It is a metal and enamel cross, and I used real vintage buttons. And it's loaded with goodies. The front cover has a vintage earring from probably the 1940s. Crown. I love crowns, and I love angel wings, so I use those a lot. And here are some of my tags. All my tags are double-sided, and they're very strong. They're not just a single piece of paper. And I love to use jewelry pieces, and I love to make my own charms for my tags. Every page is loaded with little tags. And I love graphic 45 paper. So I use a lot of graphic 45 paper. And Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz is my favorite. I have tons of Tim Holtz products. The adhesive that I use to stick the covers paper on is the peel and stick adhesive. It's a little more expensive, but it is the strongest double-sided tape on the market. It's not going to come loose. This is permanent. My first page has another piece of vintage jewelry on it. And it has a card that can be used as a Mother's Day card. It opens up to a lot of different ways. There's more cards in here, all with places to put pictures. And this is the second page. And this one I got a little creative with. I wanted it to be, and I love to make my own stick pins. Changing the subject too quickly. This one I got a little more creative with. I wanted to have a book within a book. So this has little pages, a little 4-page places for photo journaling, and this comes out so that you can actually put your own photo. It comes out a lot easier sometimes. There you go. You can put your own photos in all the frames. Everything actually comes out. I made the little envelope and a little matching, if I can get it out, a little matching place for more photos and more little tags. And again, here is, and then another tag. This actually opens. You can place your own photo in there. I used a Tim Holtz clip to hold this down. It opens out. Again, another place to, I love bright, colorful paper. And on the clip, I love to add my own little charms and lockets. I like to dress it up. And all the lockets actually open, so you could put little tiny pictures in there if you choose to. I do all my inking with my Tim Holtz products. I love Tim Holtz. And these, I love the Perfect Pearls Mist. They're my favorite products. But anything made by Tim Holtz, I love it. And any paper from Graphic 45, I'm just crazy about it. And I used, the first time, my spell binders and started cutting out my own little frames. There's another tag. I have a charm that I made. I like to use jewelry pieces to hold my tags, to make holders for my tags. I think it's unique and it's different and it gives bling. I love bling. And the birds. Beautiful vintage lace. I found that on eBay. I forgot the name of the seller that I purchased that from. Oh, and this is a frame too that you can actually use. You can put your own photo in there. So it's quite a large frame that you can really put something large in. There's another tag. And I love these old vintage photo corner pieces. One more tag. It's full of tags. And again, there's another jewelry pendant that I've used. And Prima Bling. I love Prima. There's another tag. This one, you can actually add quite a lot of things to. You can, and see, all of my tags are very sturdy, so they're not. It's not just a single piece of paper. I don't like that. I like to make sure that they're going to stand up to time, plus they're going to hold a picture. Some of that beautiful Graphic 45 paper. I just love this paper. I use the little shoe as the corner piece to hold your photo in. And on this page, it's another brooch. That's a sterling silver. That's my dog, Princess. She's 13 years old. I'm going to hear her in the background every time there's some noise. It's a sterling silver charm. You can actually take that off. We'll pull it back and let it focus. You don't have to get too close. You can take that off and add that to a charm bracelet if you choose to. I printed these little sayings out on my computer and I inked them and distressed them with Tim Holtz to make them look old. This is another photo, another frame that actually works. You can put a picture in that frame. And again, it's loaded with tags. I like to make sure even the smallest tag has a double side to it so that it's not just you don't have to zoom in. Just go ahead and this is Bo Bunny, another one of my favorites. Graphic 45 is on my top of the list. Bo Bunny has to be second in the running. I used a lot of My Mind's Eye also in this. And this page again, another vintage pen that I found at a flea market. I do take the backs off so that they can be glued down, and I use this glue for all my metal pieces. This glue is fabulous. Nothing will come off. When you glue metal down with this glue, it will not come off. It's jewelry glue. So everything in here is made to last. This is a real watch. You can actually take it out if you choose to. It's only held in with an extra long pin. You can take it out and add it to a band, give it as a gift, or set it for a special time. The locket, again, is another locket that opens, and something special can be put in there. This has a pocket here so that you can put yet another smaller tag in there. And again, I made my own charms. I love to distress paper and make it look old, so sometimes I get a little carried away with it. Here's another tag. And since it's a Mother's Day, it's got to have a little shoe and a little purse. A lot of the paper that I used in here, the prints inspired me from things that I saw as I grew up that my mother used to wear in fabrics, or she quilted. And I don't know, that's what inspired me to make the Mother's Day item. And I thought, what Mother's Day album would not be complete without a small recipe book for you to store your mother's special recipes that she handed down to you. As I said, this book has a lot of different components going on. And again, places that you can put your own little tags. You can write special recipes or put photos. I mean, it's not just limited. This frame does open up. You can put your own, you can slide things in there so that you can put your own photo in there. A little paper sack for your own little grocery list. And this is actual scrapbook paper. I forgot the company that made it, but it was wonderful. It had actual recipes on the page, so I just cut out certain sections of it. And again, little tags shoved everywhere. And this is Webster's Pages, another one of my favorite papers. I love Webster's. They have some really pretty colors. I have a box of old metal watch parts, clock parts. This is a real piece from a clock. It's not paper, it's metal. I love using the actual metal pieces from old watches and clocks. I guess you can tell I do a lot of steampunk projects too. And again, more journaling. I wanted to make sure that people could actually write down very special memories of their mother that they have, or their family, or their dad even. So, another page. This is another pin that I made. It comes out. I soldered the ends of them so they don't come loose. And this little piece here, I'll put that back later, actually opens so that you can put your own frame in there, your own little picture in there. It's got a little glass front. And then this is the back. Again, this is, you can add photos or whatever you want to up underneath this paper clip. It's not going to come out of it. I've adhered it to the back. And more tags. You can, places that where you can use to shove your photos or up underneath there. And another one. And I love corner pieces. I love the metal corners or the resin corners. I love to use corner pieces. And this is another charm that I made. And I like really bright colors too, I guess you can tell that. And the back, again, as I said, this is the cardboard back of an old book I took apart and covered it with this beautiful paper. So this is going to not come loose. And I used the Tim Holtz corner pieces to really protect your corners. And then I made a canvas. I don't know what you would call this, addition here to hold it in place, plus to give it a little bit of flexibility in this section to cover this huge album. As I said, I get quite carried away with adding things. I never know when to stop on some projects. And this will be my first video to put on YouTube of an album. I have listed this album on eBay, and it has sold already. It's going to get packed up and shipped out to its new happy owner today. And I'm not sure when I'll do my next project. They're quite time-consuming. There's probably 60 hours of work went into this. And I don't always have that much time to spend on doing something that's my absolute favorite hobby. And that's it. Thank you.